Welcome to Keep Smiling, the e-commerce customer experience podcast. Selling products online is challenging and can lead to poor experiences. We explore how entrepreneurs and organizations create better experiences for the people they serve. Amazon, Shopify, artificial intelligence. We'll discuss what matters today and what you can do to build a better e-commerce business. Hello, listeners, and thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Ty Walters, and I'm without my normal co-host, Michael Melgar. Today's show is all about the 2019 Amazon Holiday Guide. And if you're watching this on YouTube, take a look at our podcast. You can find that at SellerSmile.com/keep smiling. And if you happen to be listening to this as a podcast, as an audio file, you can also find us and this episode specifically on our YouTube channel. Just search SellerSmile on YouTube and you can follow along as I navigate throughout the guide. I'm actually on Amazon's guide right now as we speak, recording my screen share. If you know that you won't have a chance to take a look at the guide, I'll be outlining it and breaking down my opinion of it, so that may be helpful. The reason I'm so excited about this guide is that it's authoritative. This is coming from the retail giant Amazon itself. You can find this holiday guide by Googling 2019 Holiday Guide Amazon, or we'll provide a link to that in the show notes. Before we jump into the guide, last call to action. If you're listening to this only, there is an exclusive surprise if you are watching. I'm dressed up in my holiday costume, and the only way you'll get the pleasure of seeing that is if you go over to YouTube, search for SellerSmile, and find the holiday guide recording for 2019. But here we are on Amazon's landing page, Amazon Services, 2019 Holiday Guide, work some holiday magic. We have some nice festive branding, and this is Amazon's best attempt to prepare their sellers for what's to come. So the first two things to note are inventory restock dates. November 6th would be the deadline to get inventory in before Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. As I record this on November 8th, 2019, this deadline is now passed. The deadline that hasn't passed yet is December 3rd. So if you haven't gotten your shipments arranged, maybe some are in progress, they need to arrive into Amazon warehouses before December 3rd to be available for that peak gift giving time. Now, if we scroll down, the next section of this guide is my favorite. It says, make your list holiday to-dos. Beat the rush and win the holidays with our week-by-week event planner. This event planner is excellent. It's structured out by discrete periods that are leading up to the holiday, giving a seller bite-sized chunks of tasks to do, items, options to think about. The first two date periods to note are Black Friday weekend, which this year falls over November 28th through December 2nd. Keep those dates in mind, add them to your calendar, especially if you're running Black Friday specific deals. Christmas shopping peak this year falls through December 16th through December 23rd. Of course, we have the busyness of the post-holiday shopping season where we get customer inquiries, return requests, things of that nature. Scrolling down, we see the first two holiday periods. First period is 10 to 12 weeks before. Now, we are officially past that timeline, so I'm not going to focus too much on this section, but Amazon, some tips they're giving here in this time period are decide what to sell, prep inventory, create a shipping plan, get select fees waived on new to Amazon products, and get loans to boost business. The most notable item in here for me was the loans aspect. If you click on this link and open up the page, we see that Amazon is advocating for one of their own products, Amazon Lending. As many of us in this space know, there are several options out there. Amazon is offering their own in this case. If it makes sense for you, take a look at Amazon Lending. We'll provide a link to that in the show notes, but it's also linked in this guide. The next time period that Amazon is segmenting here is the 7 to 9 weeks before period. Again, we're probably just out of this section at about 6 weeks away from the holiday itself. So in this case, Amazon is recommending the following actions. Restock or remove inventory, streamline your shipping, ship to a fulfillment center, use outlet to clear overstock, or increase chances for one-day delivery. The most notable item in this checklist was use outlet to clear overstock. I'm going to take a look at that in the next page here. This is a program that I'm not really well aware of, so if you're a seller that would like to take advantage, You need to do your own research here. But Amazon Outlet is a program where Amazon is helping sellers, like they say here, turn excess inventory into opportunity. It's a friendly way to liquidate your products to make room for the best sellers or new products in your catalog. Moving along to the next time period, 4 to 6 weeks before. This is now starting to fall into the time period right now. We're about 6 weeks out. So let's take a look. The first is fixed stranded inventory. If we open this in a new page, Amazon is taking you into your Seller Central account, and if you have stranded inventory, you'd be allowed to take action on it. Update pricing. Clicking on update pricing will take us to step number 8 of Amazon's ASIN accelerator. And in this, Amazon is prompting sellers to automate their pricing or run lightning deals. Next, I was really happy to see this. Get expert product photos. This opens into Amazon's own program, again, called Amazon Imaging. This is a program that I'm also less familiar with. Sellers can indicate ASINs that they'd like Amazon's professional team to capture beautiful photos. In some cases here, we're seeing even 360-degree video for certain categories or types of items. So if your images need some updating and you want a quick and easy way to do it, look into Amazon Imaging. Amazon also recommends make a quality details page or build up customer reviews. If we take a look at the build up customer reviews link, Amazon is prompting us to the early reviewer program. And right here, Amazon's saying it themselves, reviews can increase sales by up to 3.5 times. If reviews are preventing one of your products, especially if it's a newer product, from getting the traction that you think it deserves, take a look at their early reviewer program, and we'll include a link to that in the show notes or the description below. The final phase of preparation Amazon is indicating here is the final 3 weeks. And this is where Amazon is saying, spread the word, get the awareness out, increase impressions on everything that you've worked so hard to achieve. So the first prompt here, advertise on Amazon. If you're unfamiliar, sponsored products is now Amazon advertising, and it's changing every day. It's one of the hottest topics in Amazon. Amazon's also prompting here to register your brand. This links directly to the Amazon Brand Registry program. We've talked about this a lot in previous episodes, and you can find that at brandservices.amazon.com. The next to-do item 3 weeks out is create a coupon. This is something, again, I'm a little less familiar with, but it's something that can grab a shopper's attention if it's indicated on your listing. Share promo codes. This is also one I've had less experience with, but Amazon is linking here and prompting social media promo codes. This is probably a lesser leveraged aspect of selling on Amazon, at least for the sellers that we know and work with. So if this is something that you'd like to try out this holiday season, go for it, experiment, test it out, see what works. And if it's something that you've already been running, maybe reevaluate what you did last year during this time, see what you could do better. Is there another better promo code you can release at a different date that's a little bit more sensitive to the shopping season? And finally, Amazon is prompting a seller to try Prime exclusive discounts. If we take a look at that link, Amazon's directing a seller to submit Black Friday or Cyber Monday discounts on single products or sets of products. Again, this is eligible for Prime members only through the calendar day of November 15th, 2019. If we scroll to the end of their guide, they want you to keep the party going. Set up a post-holiday deal, consider your reviews and customer feedback, and refresh your catalog for upcoming events. And finally, I like this, a little picture of a launching spaceship or a rocket here. And Amazon says it in a few words here, new products, less risk. If you have a new to Amazon ASIN, an ASIN that's never been on Amazon before, Amazon has a program where they're waiving your monthly storage fees. They're incentivizing sellers to get new products into their catalog. This applies to you. Take a look on this guide, click on the link. There's a lot of action steps in this guide. Some may apply to you more or less. Take what is appropriate and applicable to your business and implement it, making sure that you're set up to have a really successful holiday season. That brings us to the end of the 2019 Holiday Guide by Amazon. I wish you all a safe, happy, healthy holiday season, no matter how, where, or who you celebrate with. And I would also like to give a credit for our holiday music today. The first goes to TRG Banks, who produced Christmas Town and Christmas Day, and D. Yankee, who produced Pleasant Anticipation. Find those at freemusicarchive.org. To find the show notes, which include links to the articles and resources I discussed today, go to sellersmile.com/021. If you have your own e-commerce customer service question, submit that to keepsmiling@sellersmile.com. And if you found this conversation valuable, hit subscribe. You'll get the next episode straight to your device. Thanks again, and keep smiling.